What's up, guys? Justin the Green Ranger here, and this is kind of a different video. Um, Today's kind of a sad day. It's November 20th, 2022, and this morning Jason David Frank died. There were also some other tragedies that happened. I don't want to just let his death outshine the tragedies that happened. I'm not sure exactly where the shooting was at a bar, a LGBTQ bar, to be specific. My deepest condolences and my heart goes out to those families that have lost their loved ones at that bar. 5 people died and 25 people were hurt. I hope speedy recovery for those 25 people. Today's also one of my brother's birthdays, so like a whole bunch of things happening today. Shout out to Jonathan, happy birthday. Yeah, sorry about this being a little weird. My setup is just homage to how much I love the Green Ranger and how I live my life as a fellow Ranger. Just wanted to start off with rest in peace, Jason David Frank. You were a hero and an icon to so many people, not only to myself, but this is a small story of how much you've influenced me, and growing up, like watching you on Instagram Live, because I'm a member of that and a member of your fan club on Facebook. Like I never would think that now I'll never get the chance to meet you in person and get that autograph. But life is short, guys. If you have something you want to do, make sure you do it. I don't mean to make this a very sad video. I know this is a Yugi channel, and like this is me just posting up a small introduction of myself to you guys, and a origin story of how I have but like been blessed with the name of Green Ranger, along with Jason David Frank. Back in 1996, I don't exactly remember how or what month it was, but I believe it was sometime in October. I went to a live event. I was about like 4 years old, and I got this mask that day, put it on, didn't take off the whole event. I don't remember much, but I remember buying the mask. I remember being in the parking lot. This is my first ever a part of being a Ranger. Happened back in the early 1990s. Growing up, we didn't have much, but back in the day, we did go out bowling, and everybody gets to put their name on the board, and they get to pick exactly what they want to write as their name. So as we were young kids, I would write Green Ranger. My older brother would write White Ranger. My younger brother would be Red Ranger. My sister would be Pink Ranger. And every time when we'd go bowling, it just, as a kid, I thought that was cool, being able to be called up to the thing, Green Ranger, it's your turn to bowl. Something that, as a kid, it was really cool to have. And I'm rambling. I'm sorry, guys. Just trying to keep my thoughts together and try not to be too emotional. I don't want to cry on the video so early. But yeah, as I grow up, the childish things go away, but I'm still always thinking about being a Power Ranger. My freshman year of high school, I went to Oak Grove for practice. We're over here in the Bay, and I would wear this very bandana that I would take to all my practices, keep my hair out of my face, keep the sweat out. This same exact bandana. Shout outs to Kim Long and Tommy Lee. They used to call me Tommy when I would show up to the events and the practices. And one day, they gave me the courage to call myself Green Ranger at an event. Wearing this, everybody started knowing me as Green Ranger. I started dancing back in about like 2008, and I've been dancing ever since. People in my dancing community that do know me, they know me as Green Ranger. So my name continued on, even though I didn't mean it to. It just followed me. It's something that was meant to be a part of my name. As I'm still getting accustomed to everybody calling me Green Ranger, my brother, King Kai, gets me my first Ranger suit that I wear to most of my events, just to show my Ranger pride. Thank you, Kai, for that. You're amazing. And as I would break dance and people would see me in this sweater, they would just immediately, oh, Green Ranger, Green Ranger. I got a little shout out to my brother John for the Universal B-Boy clothing line. It's back in the day, guys, man. There used to be so much underground culture. I know there is now, but I'm just, I guess, too old to keep following it. My breakdancing years were amazing. Letting everybody know that I'm a Ranger just moved on with my name. As we move on, I had to put down my dancing shoes for a little bit and start working. I got a job as a chef, and as I'm working, things just don't, you just don't have time to keep dancing. If you hurt yourself dancing, you can't do your job. And if you can't do your job, you can't pay your rent. So first things first, rent's first. So priorities took over. I stopped dancing I stopped dancing so much, and I actually picked up a new hobby, which was Nerf. Well, getting into the Nerf community wasn't too hard, but COVID hit the Nerf community right as soon as I started getting into it. 2 years into the Nerf community, I'm busting out full gear. I have a chest rig. I have another chest rig just in case. I got the dragon sword to get those kids. And as I started going dressed up as the Green Ranger to these Nerf events, they started knowing me as the Green Ranger, which got me really, really known in the Bay Area in the Nerf scene as the Green Ranger. All my gear that I would come up with, would all be color-coded to my scheme. People would instantly see me coming from a mile away and know that that's the Green Ranger. Hit the kids. Which was amazing. Like, we would meet up. It's called Ragnaroktoberfest. Shout out to Nerf Mom, and shout out to everybody at Foam. I think it's Foam Blast, and everybody else who was the sponsors out of Darts. You guys are amazing. Your events are amazing. We used to go to those, but COVID kind of pushed it away for a minute. It's cool now. We are now dealing with less restrictions, and I'll eventually get back into the Nerf scene and see how I could test the waters. But as this goes on, like, my name still sticks, Green Ranger, even if I don't intend it to, and even when I do intend it to. This video, if you guys made it this far, thank you so much. Like, I know it's a lot of rambling. I know I'm stuttering a little bit. It's this day today is a little hard for me. Like, Jason David Frank was very influential in my life, and from everything I do, from everything I collect, and the life that I try to live is that of the lessons that I've learned from the past. And as a lot of you most likely that are watching this and that made it this far in the video, I'm pretty sure you've all gotten to that point where you've had somebody or someone that you're a hero to that, you know, passed away, and you're feeling that emotion of sadness. Like, yes, I'm celebrating his life with everything that I have. I'm not selling anything. All this stuff is mine. Like, it's going to be forever mine. I'm just going to add to it. But, like, when your hero passes away in real life, and you feel like you did have a connection to that person, you never got a chance to meet him in real life, you have that moment of regret, of not taking that chance, of spending the extra money to go out to go meet him. And, like, this video is not to say I'm regretting anything, but, like, thank you so much, Jason David Frank. You don't know how much you've influenced my life. I know that you're not going to be able to see this, but to the people that do see this, I hope they see that this person's life was really affected by your life and your presence. Even though you never seen, talk, or even known, like, truly known of my existence, other than on the Facebook pages and stuff, like, you've done so much for me without having to do things for me. And there's so many other people that I can thank too, that also have gotten me to this point, but I get to thank them tomorrow because they're still here. And I don't get to thank you, but in this video. So just one more time, thank you to everybody who's viewing this video. Sorry that it's a little weird and it's a little long and really stuttery. I didn't cry, guys. Thumbs up for not crying, but thumbs up also for rest in peace, Jason David Frank. My condolences go out to the family. If you guys didn't know, he actually made a movie right before he passed, Legend of the White Dragon. I'm not exactly sure how to go about watching it, but you should look that up. Try to see if we can push that movie out to the main theaters. Maybe if we send enough comments or suggestions, we'll get that pushed into a big screen theater, and we'll all get to enjoy his last movie that he made. Thank you so much, guys, for watching this video. It's Justin the Green Ranger. I'll see you guys in the next video. Rest in peace, Jason David Frank.